guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that checking to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. For real. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. That is caught by the rookie Deon Cain. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a carry from Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here's Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
12. Gun.
3rd and 2, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Keep it rolling.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the
One.
Tight end right.
One.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Dancing to his left. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
11.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Brian Arakpo in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, Luck. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Luck on 1st down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on second down is Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
One.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. He'll get it up the middle. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A good pickup there, a 22. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Out of the gun, Luck. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Luck. Again, and down he goes again. Brian Orakpo in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Jackson. Shedding the tackle. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Muhammad. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And give him a gain of 37. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards. How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up 4th and goal from the 2. Right now, advantage defense.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Starting the drive with a give to Matt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Locke. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 3rd and long. It's Locke. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Arakpo in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
We got 3. We got 11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Fighting to stay upright. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets him a little bit closer. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try.
On. 163.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And he slings one that's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Titans now. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Mariota here to throw. And that's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
On 3rd down, Mariota forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And another timeout taken by the Colts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Locke. He fights it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Throwing on third down, Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long